Yes. Hello, everyone.
Who's that? Hello?
All right. So who will be
Hello,
holding?
everyone.
Hey, what's up? What's up, everyone?
Hi.
So who will be leading the meeting in the start?
Mr. Shanavas, no problem. He's the one who is very active for that.
Muhammad, how are you? Very hard to catch you.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
How are you?
Yeah, okay, so it seems we can start.
Yes. I think all people there.
Wait for a while.
Said there is a lot of people. I think this is the most
Okay.
important.
Thanks, Leo. Can you hear me?
thing.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Okay. So, not sure, I think for the newcomers, so Marwan, I heard him earlier. For those plastic, how we can only like under one flag.
Sorry to disturb you, Lamin. Your voice is not clear.
Yeah.
Specific stakeholders. Now, to start
Hello?
with today,
Yeah,
so
yeah. The voice is not clear.
Your voice is not clear. Can
same suppliers, whether it's packaging suppliers, beverages suppliers, etc. And these suppliers are negotiating individually. Imagine if all of us
Hello, everyone.
somehow, and somebody is dedicated, in this case I'm offering that we do so, and go and negotiate with the supplier at limited volume, limited based on market conditions, of course, and then communicating with them on specific prices, specifics on payment terms, on whatever use, where actually if these are movement it's not very based, the movement payments of Q1. We were having a discussion this morning
Yes.
with another partner.
Wait. Okay. So let's start, guys. It's really tricky. We can say we can call it a tricky issue. I believe that we really need the aggregators, and in the same time, we are suffering from the commission ways which we pay for them, which is really huge amount, and it's not easy, right?
So can I explain what is the updates now?
Go ahead.
So as of now, we met with many application development companies.
Mm-hmm.
We also just try to white label from a existing operator, as I mentioned in the group.
Mm-hmm.
So many other development companies are approaching us through LinkedIn, through many platforms. I don't have time to go away from my PC because there is many Zoom meetings are happening. We attend group also 5 or 6 group meetings with the aggregator developing companies.
Okay.
So we are very close with the 1 or 2 applications. We saw that is all set to go. We will be having a final round of discussion with them today at 10 p.m. And another Zoom meeting will be with them. So I think that application is very feasible. So once the applications are done, we can go ahead with the application. So it's very closely. I think we hope to operate the application in maximum 1 week time.
Those companies are in UAE or from outside?
This company, one company called AHOY. This company based in Media Incorporation, but they have offices in outside country also. What we preferring having a company in UAE for our easy access and easy.
see, the thing is now, what kind of application is it? Is it a web-based application or it's an app-based application? If you could really give us a detail about it and how is it going to work?
That meeting we will attend with them tonight.
Okay, so you don't have any further details for it.
They just show me a presentation. You all people will be attend the first one and we will be finalized. Not at finalized. Also the ETC we discussed in the group. ETC will be willing to white label it or they're willing to offer
Okay,
Again,
Shanaba, sorry, there is a lot of disturbance in the background. So whosoever is not speaking, could they just put on mute? There are more than 20 people here right now. So if Shanavaz is the one who is leading this, let him just speak.
so that's much appreciated. So the ETC I feel more comfortable because it's already established. It is with the application now. So if we can take over or we can have an sort of arrangements with them or white label their application, I prefer all the way to do with them. And yesterday we had a discussion and they are willing to cooperate or associate with the owners of restaurants. So we'll see how we can be associate and take it to.
Are we taking a meeting with them with ETZ?
Yes. No. ETC did not come for a second round meeting. They only did a initial presentation. So I asked them the pricing and all because it's already an established application.
Exactly. Yeah.
No needed technical meeting. So I told them what is the pricing and all. If you want to sell it and if you want to the pricing. So once we can finalize it. And I think this company called AHOI application. That application we will have a presentation tonight. I already share the Zoom invitation in the aggregator developing application.
I have a question, Mr. Shanavaz, right now. Are you ready, guys, to use it? Because as I understood, it's not easy to make a marketing for those kind of application, and it will be really costly.
I agree.
It will be really costly. It's not something. It's not about only app. I found hundred of apps, and really most of them are amazing and working very nice. But the main problem, the marketing. First of all, second thing, the drivers company. Those two things is really important to think about.
Yes. Okay, I will explain you. You're into an IT perspective. I will answer you in the as a operator of restaurant. Now, as my brands, no point I am operating with the aggregator application. I am paying them 35% commission and I plus 2.5% to the bank. And again, I make some offer to get customer. So it's costing me more than 45-50%. Plus my food cost is 45%. So just I am doing with the aggregator. I'm just making sure my brand is there and people have the visibility, remembering my brand when they're training. It was the earlier situation. As of now, there is no other business. I have to look the profitability of being with the aggregator. So for me, keeping my brand in any aggregator, it does not make me any money. It's not a profitable for me at all. I cannot survive. I cannot continue my business with the aggregator. And what we following here in India, many participants earlier discussed NRAI introduced the similar application and they managed with the aggregators because they signed off from the aggregator application because this is a essential for the people other than marketing strategy.
I have a question. I'm sorry. Right now,
Okay.
most of the most of users here are in Dubai or outside Dubai.
Dubai.
All here is in Dubai, right?
Yes. We can do it in Abu Dhabi also. So as of
my idea is when we start to use to find a good app, we will start it area by area. Like first on Dubai and then Abu Dhabi, then
Yes.
any other city.
Yes.
And to make the marketing based on area also, so it will be more effective.
That is, yes, that's a good idea. And you know what is our basic plan? As I spoke to you many times personally, you and me, I think speaking this issue last 1 year. I'm not mistaken. It's clear or not, Ahmed?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So we are not new to this technology or these things. Before it was not a mandatory. Now it's a question of our existence. So as a delivery partner, we have already offer from RTA willing to support our delivery, and we have also support from Emirates Transport. But what is also our plan to pool our motorbikes? You know, I have many motorbikes. My friends has many bikes, so we will pool all these bikes in a platform, and you know we will also utilize it as a application basis. It's not only one by one outlets. Also, I'm quite sure IICO will be there to support us with all IT needs, supporting with the.
So right now we need to do two things in the beginning. First one is to choose the right application, which will be stable, working fine for all of the people. Second thing is to make a marketing campaign.
Yes.
Once it's published.
Yes. Because marketing campaign the Indian model is very successful. What they did in India, all restaurants, you know, they're communicating. They're directly dealing with the customers. They put it in their Facebook page, social media page, their WhatsApp status in the WhatsApp, and their menus. So it can reach directly to the people, you know, who need our customers. Also, we can do marketing also.
And to add on point what Mr. Ahmed said regarding selecting the partner, you know, just like Ahmed said, you know, there will be like the meetings what we took previously, like, you know, we took a meeting with IT companies back in India, and with, I think today morning, I think it was a consultant who was trying to collate all solutions together. I think ETZ is one of the good option actually we have, because they are in this region, they have experience. It's not just the technology, they have the customer service as well. So yeah, but if they are ready to,
yes, that is the reason.
White label and
white label
our service, we have the
buy out it, you know.
Okay, so if they're okay for white labeling, if they're okay with managing the hosting the whole solution, then it's a good option, because we don't need to worry about much more, because
I have
can we make it practical in the 1 week then?
One important thing you
can do.
I don't think it is feasible in 1 week, but still, in terms of tech perspective and all the other ecosystem, in terms of customer care, data team, and all those aspects, this will be a great option for us. And they are based in Dubai, UAE as well. That is a really big advantage.
What about payment gateway?
Payment gateway, we have already big offer from Araka Bank. Already, Araka Bank also willing to offer us an application. I am expecting within next 2 days they will doing a presentation. Okay. Also, one more company who build an application for Kareem, they will be making their presentation. So we have 2 more meetings, 2 more presentations. Expecting that all application is already on. We can utilize it.
So let's sort out the meeting. First of all, we have to choose the right person for the app.
Yes.
Second thing, to get the payment gateway, which one? I don't know. This is also really important.
Yes.
Third thing,
Payment
the driver company, which company will work with us as a driver, because it's really important for this kind of of big platform which is contain a lot of reference. So this is the 3 steps we have to work on. So anybody else have any suggestions?
Yeah, I'd like to, like Ahmed said, when we are selecting the partners, we have to be very careful because, after launching it, starting from ground zero will be a very big challenge. So we have to consider all the aspects, not just the technology app, but the ecosystem which revolves around that, the support system, account managers, data team, and all those aspects. Only then, we'll be able to, take it for a long run. Let's see. Hopefully let's schedule a meeting with TTZ and other providers as well. And yeah,
happening all the time. So I am putting the messages. Whoever willing to see the demo from beginning, they are most welcome. Because I don't know anything about the technical part. Most of the time, our friend is handling it.
Does anybody read about SEZ? SEZ?
Can't hear you.
SEZ.
Eat easy, right? Eat easy. Yeah.
Eat easy. This is a good application. There's already established application. It's there in the.
And one advantage I see most important is they have the experience. Even though people will come now and say, okay, we can build the application, we can do this, we can do that. When they have the experience running a show, that's a major advantage.
It's the last 2-3 years. It's in the.
But with
the problem that they cannot establish, they cannot compete with the existing players.
Oh, okay, but with the people which have already existing and they are working already here, it's better to make a contract with them, a good contract, which is they will never change the rate with you.
Yes. Actually, our plan to offer them 2% for the application price, and the home deliveries we will have direct agreement with the RTA or Emirates to transport to handle the logistics.
Hi guys, this is Naveed here. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. Look, I just want to give my perspective on things. Look, I think the underlying strategy here, which I think we're all aligned on, is how to get away from the delivery aggregators. So I think a platform such as Eat Easy, which is a white label product or is an established product. Actually, I don't know who's used Eat Easy, but it's actually a really good app. The tech is good. It's seamless. It works well. It's done in a really good way. So from a tech point of view, I think that's in principle, obviously subject to costs and reliability, feasibility, and whatever. That's the best approach. Second of all, I think there was a question about, okay, how do we compete with the other aggregators, marketing spend, and whatever else? I think the biggest advantage that we need to accept and appreciate is that if we get behind this as restaurant operators, people will get behind it as well. There'll be a lot of free PR and a lot of press behind this, which I'm sure will support us as the operators and build the awareness amongst the consumer base about the way that the third-party delivery aggregators are ripping us off. Because most people don't know. Most people don't know that restaurants are being charged 30-35% plus gateway fees and whatever else. So I think that's something we shouldn't underestimate, is the power of the getting people behind us and the community behind us. Sorry guys, I got my son next to me as well. He's making noise. So I think that those are two key things that we need to get behind. And I think the third thing is that we have to accept that we are not, at least from my point of view, I'm not saying that we should get away 100%. We should get 100% away from the delivery aggregators. I think we need to coexist. This isn't about taking 100% market share.
It's really good because at least you are getting customer.
Yeah, we need to coexist. For me, if I give my kind of target, today, maybe about 10% to 15% of my business is coming direct, via chat food and online order or whatever, which is not a bad position. However, where I think the ambition should be is that we should be looking to achieve around the 30 to 40% of delivery orders coming directly. That would be a massive step in the right direction in terms of managing costs, managing our break even and so forth. But I do honestly believe this. Shahnawaz, you've done a great job of really championing this as well, and the others around this. And I think we just need to be all rally behind this and support this as much as possible, because I do honestly believe that the general public will get behind this.
My question is, so all people here are accepting this Eat Easy or what?
No.
We have to explore. We have to still explore.
Eat Easy would be an easier option because it's already established here. Otherwise, it's a huge cost to develop an app from scratch. And it's going to take months. And in the meantime, Zomato, Talabat, Uber Eats, Deliveroo, they can all take advantage or find out that yes, the restaurant owners are trying to develop something of their own. They can always come up with something else to differentiate or tackle the issue that we are trying to tackle. So we need to be a step ahead. If we're developing an app, okay, what is going to differentiate us from this app? How and why will people shift from the current apps to the new app? Yes, okay, bloggers, influencers, definitely they will help us out. But is the shift actually going to happen or not? Because at the end of the day, these days, to be honest, people only go on the online applications to order because of the massive discounts. It's no longer about the food. It's about where they get free items, where they're going to get the best offer, which is sad. The mindset needs to be changed as well.
Look, on the discount point, I know there's, we can talk for hours regarding discounting, but I think, look, the harsh reality is 10 years ago, when I was operating a large F&B business in Dubai, I was dead against discounting. But the world has changed, unless we adapt, unless we adapt, unless we change, unless we listen, the fact of the matter is the customer today wants a bargain. But the difference is, though, what we can do is we can give them the discount, give them 20%, give them 15%, give them 30% discount. However, on top of that, we're not paying 30%, 35% to the aggregator.
Exactly.
I don't mind giving a discount. I think, look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. People want a bargain. And
it's part of marketing, actually. It's part of
the other harsh reality is that, look, we're not going to, this is what I was saying earlier, we're not going to convert everyone to come into our platform. I've got a customer, for example, he orders from me at least 2-3 times a week, and he refuses to order directly. Not because he doesn't want to, it's just he's in that comfort zone of using Uber Eats. He doesn't want to switch. So we can't try and change everyone's mindset, but there are ways, loyalty points, whether it's loyalty or whether it's yes, the discounting, whether it's potentially charity initiatives where we contribute a certain percentage of revenue to a charity or good cause or something. There's ways we can use different initiatives to kind of really champion this.
Yeah, I honestly think that right now, in the initial stage, we should consider what are our 4 options in consideration with the application itself. Whether it's Eat Easy or something we're developing on our own, or we're considering another company. That's the first step. Because then only can we move forward once we decide on an application.
Just let me explain for this. We are not going for any more aggregators. Any aggregator platform we will not go, because we will be using our own infrastructure to develop the aggregators. And the application we are not developing is not only an aggregator application, but our plan to have complete restaurant management application as part of it, including POS, all other things. Also, we will be having a different platform to segregate.
So you guys are definitely developing your own application, you're saying?
No, not that. No.
Then
Shahnawaz bhai, continue.
This application will be owned by restaurant owners. Each owner will have a say. Even if they don't have money, they can invest with their motorbikes or whatever participation. Did not finalize, but as my brand Golden Fork, I am willing to invest, and I have we have similarly brand owners like SFC and other brands, all who come up with investment. So this will be purely owned by restaurant, managed by the restaurants, and no third party have space on this application. And this will be doing it on cost to cost basis. It will be a non-profitable, means only the cost will be taking exactly for the management of the application. And what is the actual cost for the home deliveries? We are still negotiating with the RTA, Emirates Transport, and other logistics parties who can get us a better price. So all our intention to develop this application to support the industry, purely on industry. One more thing, ETC not only one application. If they are willing to sell the application, we give them a preferences. Many applications are available in the Amazon and other websites, Alibaba, and many here. There thousands of applications are available. Like Etisan said, we met before 2 days. One of the application from India, but when we saw the application, Etisan said this is not valid, so we cancelled the proposal. So many applications are there. Even the Snaggy India already, we are also speaking to them to, white label their application to here. So many application is available. As Mr.
Okay, I'll buy you some.
Mentioned in the beginning, thousands of applications are available. Our main discussion now with the RTA and Emirates Transport, how we will get the best support from them. Also 2GIS, we met with them. 2GIS are supporting with their location application mapping. So all in place. Our 80% job was with the RTA and the ET, Emirates Transport, to get the best rate and best price. And we are also considering how we will pool our all motorbikes we have now, and how can we make more utilization. So all these places are in place. Application is not a big part of it.
Shanawaz, I have a question, if you don't mind.
Yes, yes.
See, have you or anyone in the group has anyone done like a feasibility study? Just forget about transport and everything else. See, if we are creating an application, whether we want it or we don't want it, we are trying to take a market spot from the aggregators which are currently available in the in the region. Has anyone done a feasibility study of what is the cost of an application or an aggregator? Because technically what we are trying to do, let's say, is to be an aggregator now. Whether for profit or non-profit, that's a different story. But the idea is to become an aggregator in this market. Has anyone done a feasibility study on it?
I will explain to you. This business, this need, emergency to us. We don't plan to do a aggregator application earlier. Now we don't have other option. The situation compelling us to do this because we, as a brand owner, I don't have any profitability, or I cannot continue my business doing business with an aggregator application. So it's a need for me. My secondary issue only feasibility or what are things. Now we have to sort out it and we have to finish it. So many brands has come, like big brands, they are willing to invest on the application, and we can operate it. It's not if we can operate many outlets, it's easy. We can also operate an application.
To answer my friend Puneet, in terms of feasibility study, so definitely it's a very big challenge. Me coming from a tech background, and I totally understand the challenges. While building the application, creating the ecosystem and support system around the application, it's super challenging.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. But one thing what we can do is, for example, let's take ETZ as an example. and all the restaurants say, so we have 500 to 1,000 restaurants, and every restaurant say agreed to pay 250 or 300 dirhams per month, and ask ETZ to white label their application in our servers, okay, to manage the cost, complete operational cost, everything from this 250 dirhams. So let them manage, they already have the application. So this 250 dirhams per restaurant will fund the complete application, the launching cost, the operation cost, everything. And the 2% commission, what comes to this application when the order starts coming, will be utilized to push marketing and things like that. So that's actually one thing, which actually we can explore. And investing 250 to 500 dirhams, from every restaurant, it doesn't take at all on the investment side as well. And we as a big community, I think, this is something feasible. All we have to do is we have to explore with them if they are okay with an option like this.
See, I just have one question based on that. If, let's say, a restaurant is investing anywhere between 200 to 250 or 500 also, let's say. I mean, when you say this number, is there a return to it? Because see, I'll tell you what it is. Just let me say why I'm asking these questions. Because it's been quite some time, almost, I guess, a year. Okay. I have been working on getting an aggregator platform. Now, obviously, the necessity has grown much stronger. But I have done a feasibility study. Now, just let me give you guys some quick pointers. But before I begin, please try to understand I'm not in support of any aggregators. But I'm just what I'm trying to tell you is how an aggregator platform works. And this is because I have been working with some tech companies and some tech companies and some auditors who have worked for companies like Swiggy and Zomato. And these guys, this team that I have, are the initial team that helped in launching Zomato in India and Swiggy as well in India. And even they were part of the process of the audit system and the whole process. Now, see, when an aggregator, okay, like I'm just going to purely talk about Zomato because all the information I have is of Zomato.
5 minutes pending now. Just I will conclude. 5 minutes pending
Yes.
for the meeting. I will just conclude. So what I want to say you that now aggregator was a IT company. I still remember when they come to us, they were waiting for us. They were flexible with their conditions. The price was earlier 18%, 20%. Once sudden day, already they increased the price to 30%. Plus they are requesting us. They are telling us to sign exclusive and yearly fees. Still, all aggregators are informing the price. They are in loss. They want to increase the price. I'm very sure next few days, there will be more expenses for the aggregators. Even 30% will not be enough to them. Plus, they are charging the people who is ordering through us. So,
that is true. That is true. But
annual
see,
fees is there.
we have
Just let me
to.
finish. Annual fees is there. Also,
True.
if I want to make my brand, my brand is a well-doing brand. If I want to, more visibility needed, I have to pay additional expenses to the aggregator. So now the aggregator, they were a software company, IT company. They become now our big fathers. They're controlling the F&B industry. So I am thinking, if we did not catch the market changes, or we did not change our approach, we did not come up with the new applications, technicals, we cannot compete. We will be falling down.
No, I absolutely agree. See, look, like I
It-
said, Mr. Shanawaz, see, like I said, we are not against the idea. That is the reason why we are here. But see, we have to understand a couple of things. Launching a platform is not really the issue. The issue is sustaining the platform and creating a space which does not, affect we guys as restaurant owners. For that, we have to, when we are launching a platform like that, because see, when we we have loyal customers. All of us have loyal customers who orders from us either through aggregator platforms or directly or through platforms like Chatfood or Rice and all that. See, the thing is, but those customers are not the ones who are technically saving a business. Like, let's be honest about it. What really saves us, and the reason why all of us are still with aggregators, okay, is because they have one advantage, which is the most important advantage that we all are looking for, and that is to create new customers for us. Because see, for brands or for companies which are more than like 4 or 5 years old, they have established their own spot in the market. But the most important is for companies, okay, who are like a year old or a couple of years old. Like, for example, my cafe is just 2 years old. I heavily rely, unfortunately, whether I like it or I don't like it. See, once again, please don't think that I'm supporting them. I'm definitely not in support, because 30% is outrageous.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
We have 2 minutes, okay? So, we have 2 minutes.
I just one second. Who still want to pay 35% to aggregators and still they're feeling profitability, they can continue. What my concern,
that's not the point.
Typical restaurant owners, my business is not feasible, not practical. I can do business volume, but what is the benefit if I don't have profit or any?
I agree. There is, see, we are not talking about. We can
do business volumes. That is not the issue. But what is the issue? Our existence, whether we can make money of it. You know, we need to pay our rentals, staff salary, electricity.
See, Shahnawaz, we are not talking about. See, please don't get me wrong. I'm not supporting them. See, that is not the idea. Okay,
guys, we have 1 minute. I'm sorry, we have 1 minute.
Oh. All right. Okay. See, I just want to say is that we are working on a platform right now at the moment, but we have been working for almost a year now. The issue that I have seen, what is the practical issues, is that it is one thing. Sustainability is very, very expensive. I'm just talking purely on a platform basis. So regardless of whether we go Eat Easy or anything else, or we create our own platform, forget about delivery riders and all that. Those are all secondary issues. Just to have a sustainable model that survives in the market for years and helps especially restaurants which are new and upcoming, because they rely on new and new customers. See,
just one second. I will answer you. As a brand, Golden Fork, 2019 we spent 1.5 million for our campaign advertisements. Okay. If you see Google Ads and other applications, we were next to the Talabat, or sometimes we spend more than them. So this is not a big issue. We have similar 15 brands who are willing to
guys, we have to arrange another meeting. We have to arrange another meeting. Huh?
Yeah,
we have to arrange another meeting because it's almost less than a minute now.
Okay, so please make it another.
I will make another meeting and I will prepare it to everyone.
And we see it. There are two purposes of any platform. Okay, one is to have restaurants so that you have different kind of offerings.
Exactly.
Okay? And second is to have customers. Now it works on two ways. Like, because obviously, like established brands, like for example, Mr. Shahnawaz's brand, which is quite frankly a very amazing brand. The thing is, they have the resources, okay, to promote themselves and market. Now, someone like me, for example, who is just a cafe, okay, we don't have those kind of resources to market. Now, like me, there are many other restaurants which is like 1 year old or 2 years old or maximum under 5 years old.
Now, this is the idea. Actually, the idea he is trying to explain that we would like to not thinking as a brand name, as we have to think as a community. That, let's say, our we call it UAE community, we call it X, we call it Z, whatever it is. What he's thinking and what he's looking for and what he would like to have, that like aggregator, but it's based on the community. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's serving the community. No growth, no profit at all. It's just like a service or assistant for the restaurant, which belongs to the community.
Absolutely. But see, I have the same concept as well. I mean, like, see, I'm not debunking Mr. Shahnawaz's idea, In fact, this is how it should be. I personally believe when I started creating the aggregator platform as well, the whole idea was to, because the reason I'll tell you why I started into this idea is because I was with Zomato, okay, when I started my cafe, and I had a very huge problem and issue with them because they were charging me 32% commission. And another issue was I saw that if I need orders, I have to be part of these outrageous discount campaigns, which is offering 50% off and 40% off. And I did my calculation. If 80% of my revenues I'm losing, 50% giving discount and 30% giving to Zomato, I'll just earn 20%. So it is a loss. 100%. It is a loss. On top of that, a lot of times I have faced issues where my restaurant was shown offline because they were busy with some other area. You know what I mean? So that's when I decided that, okay, you know what? Let us launch at that time we still have a community within our area of different restaurants, and all of us were facing the same issue. So that's when I decided, okay, let us see how much will it cost us to make an own aggregator platform so that we can move away from Zomato eventually.
I see. I see now this it easy really. It seems it's very nice, I think, or I don't know, but I think it's
the problem is not about it easy. Any platform you take, Mr. Ahmed, any platform, okay?
Man, we understand that.
I'll tell you the costing. I'll just costing, okay? To run an application with let's say 100 restaurants, okay? Because this is the calculations I've already done. To run an application with 100 restaurants, which gets these 100 restaurants new customers, new acquisitions. I'm not talking about commissions, nothing over here right now. Okay, I'm just talking about the working. Okay, just the working will cost with security, because obviously the applications require security, database protection, and all that thing. Developers to run the show, the graphic designers. There's a whole team of people. Okay, to run an application, regardless which application is a good application, with enough marketing for new customers to join and know, will cost you anywhere between 700 to 750,000 dirhams a year, every year. And this is the most basic application. This is the costing. I can even share it with you guys. This is the costing it is. Now, Zomato, like for example, so I did an intense research on Zomato because I had the auditors, the previous auditors, and the developers for Zomato. Okay, so I was making an application with these guys, okay, because they have already worked for Zomato. So a lot of information, I already got it pre-hand. See, once again, please don't think that I'm supporting Zomato. I really hate them myself. But let me tell you this. When Zomato charges us 30%, okay, right now, obviously we are losing money, okay? But to think that Zomato is profiting from it is also a mistake. Zomato really is not profiting. The reason why, I'll tell you why. The reason being because the operational cost is really, really, really high. And one thing about Zomato is they don't have third-party system. Everything is in-house for them, which is technically cheaper. Okay, so they are not making. That is the reason why Zomato and Talabat and all these people, they blatantly are telling that we will not reduce the commission, not because they don't want to, not because they can.
Man, but I would like to tell you something.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I talk?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, sorry, let me introduce myself very quickly. Ahmed, I know you very well and you
Habibi.
know me. Yes. I'm very happy that you are the one who is leading part of the thing. Let me say one thing, just sorry for all. I'm a business consultant and I have been in the industry of insurance during 30 years in Paris.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
Then I came to the F&B. I came to the F&B through an experience where also I met Ahmed. I was purchasing from him the POS. Currently, I have one restaurant, an Italian concept. This is all my saving. I put it there in Bourjuman, in the food court. I'm the neighbor of Golden Fork also. So this is an introduction. Let me just tell you my point of view in few words and not going on technical at all. Don't forget that Zomato, Talabat, and all these guys are doing this job because they care about the F&B market. It is a business. Sorry, I don't agree with Mr. Shankar that they are not doing money. They are doing a lot of money. Otherwise, their business plan is wrong. Their business model is wrong. They cannot sustain this activity.
Absolutely. See, I'm not saying that, please
yeah.
don't get me wrong, Mr. Mario. I'm not saying that they are not making money out of it. They are definitely making money out of it. But
and a lot of money.
That...
Let me tell you, I'll give you just an example, and I will let maybe other people also talk. I decided I'm still doing business consultancy and insurance, but on the side, I have my own business, which is, I would like that people who are in Burj Oman come and taste my food, because I think that we are not in F&B if we were not lovers of food. And we should still sell our meals for the taste and the quality of the food and not for the promotion. And the one who is going to buy promotion, let him buy from McDonald's. So this is just one idea. The second one is that I'm ready to pay for the delivery, but I'm not ready to pay for Zomato. It means if at cost a company, an aggregator has to be set for the community, let the cost be 20 or 25%, it's not a big deal. At least I will introduce it in my cost, operational cost. But I don't want to give my money. I don't want to give my money to the aggregators, which are not working for F&B. It's a separate business.
Please let Mario speak.
The thing is that they are acting like kind of monopoly. It's
Mafia.
not a monopoly. They are 4 or 5 people. There is no regulation from the government on that. They can come tomorrow. I totally agree with Mr. Shanabaz. They can come in a couple of days and say we are at 40%. I don't want to go with them. I am an F&B professional. My business is in dine-in. Unfortunately, the situation is changing. So we have to mitigate between dine-in and delivery, but not at a higher cost than the cost itself, because we will not be anymore profitable as professional of F&B. This is the main and only reason why we should fight and struggle to build independent platform. And that's it. This is my point of view as a business consultant. That's it.
Great. Thanks, Mario. Mario, see, I completely agree with what you're saying. Let me see. I think most of the people think that I am trying to support Zomato platform. No, it is not like that. My point, what I'm trying to make over here is, see, personally, everyone wants to get out of Zomato and all that, me including. I'm not happy with Zomato. I just want to make it clear.
If somebody has other opinion, we are about you. Somebody has.
Kazan would like to tell something, please.
Yes,
Can you
yes,
give
please.
him an?
Yes, chance. Give them.
Go ahead, Kazan, please.
Hi, just by mistake I didn't on off my microphone. However, first question: there is everybody from restaurants or someone from the aggregator? Because there is so many people. Everyone from restaurant. I see. Yeah. Like our restaurant is 10 years old. We have experience, but my personal experience is since September. But since September, what I understand from myself, that aggregators for my restaurant is exactly, my restaurant is Russian restaurant, is not working at all. And yes, I'll be more than happy to work with them, like, so people will understand, like, there is our restaurant. And what I understand, like, is like 2 ways. First way in our days to pay all this money, 30%, 50%, which one would like to take the aggregator to the marketing, for the online marketing, Instagram and Facebook, and to making the new website. It's first, which one is coming to my mind, because really the aggregators never work with me. Maybe I did something wrong. And second idea is to ask the aggregators to, I don't know, like to take maybe 1% or some amount just to put just only information about myself, and I will take action to deliver marketing for myself. Just this is my thought from my side, and thank you for listening.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Shanawaz, can I talk? This is Haji.
Yes, please.
Well, I've been listening and I've been going through all these messages. My point, which I actually made the other day as well, while we are trying to create a new app or a new aggregator in the market, first of all, my point is, how is it going to get funded? How many participants are there who are going to participate in the mainline, creating a fund? And then, so I see that if Zomato is charging you 25% or 30% or delivery is charging 30%, are we in the capability, or are we assuring that, are we 100% assured that we at our end will be charging restaurants at 20% or 15%, or there will be a saving of 30-35%? And starting one particular ETZ, or ETZ has been there in the market for the last couple of years or maybe a year or more. Why is the customer not used to them? I mean, and how are we assured that once we take it easily, customers immediately going to get over to it easily? It takes a lot of time for customers to switch from the habits what they are currently using, Zomato or Deliveroo or XYZ. So my point is, there are two issues here. What I see, issue number one is, whatever we do, we need to pilot it to a smaller location where the participating restaurants who have agreed to join us come together and say, yes, we're going to give all this business through this particular aggregator. And they start promoting this particular new app through their online and offline marketing channels. And customers get used to that there is a merit in switching over this particular app. We need to give them some carrot. Customers are pretty smart. Unless you don't give them a carrot, they will not switch over. So all this requires a budgeting, a costing, a timeline as to 3 months, 6 months, a year, because we cannot say that we will launch tomorrow and day after tomorrow the customers are going to immediately switch over from Zomato or Talabat or whatever.
It will never happen.
So it will never happen. Maybe with the cost.
But the idea, the common idea, all people are attending now for the common idea. Just how to avoid the aggregators for the future plan, not for the current. Because for the current, all of us in the same situation. All of us, we are suffering, but we cannot do anything. But don't forget that we are the one who make the aggregators, because without you guys, aggregators will never be happen in the world.
No, I agree. I'm not denying it.
And we have to be aggressive
as
well. Before they come up with Cloud Kitchen, we have to be aggressive. We need to be in this area as well. Because in some time, in India, it's very aggressive. A lot of Cloud Kitchens have come in where they don't even need restaurants. So if you don't take anything, they would be like pushing all this business to the Cloud Kitchen as well, unless we transfer to a Cloud Kitchen. So I think it's high time, we enter this space, as a community, as a non-profit organization, to help each other.
No, I'm not denying. I'm completely for it, and that's why I'm actually a part of this association. What I'm trying to say is, let's do it in a very strategic and a precise plan, which is very realistic, rather than going hodgepodge here and there. I think we plan it up and make a roadmap and just stick to that, whatever the budgets are and however the contribution is going to be. And we are all for it. Before that, what I had suggested is, let's create a campaign for, even getting emotionally the customer, even the customers getting into our side of business, that they switch over from these kind of aggregators and support the restaurant community in Dubai or in UAE Raja.
Yeah, makes sense. I think it's time for iftar. Almost time for iftar.
Yes. Yes. Ramadan Kareem to everyone.
Ramadan Kareem.
Okay, guys. So just to summarize, we will try to find a good solution all together, and we will share the results, and we will vote everyone will vote. So in case we found really it is applicable and it can be done in the real time and then current time, yes, we will do ahead. We will go ahead to use it. Okay. Hello.
Sorry.
Okay.
We didn't hear.
Yes.
I mean that we will make a vote all together. We will try to find a good solution, whatever it is, X, Y, Z, whatever the solution, and we will vote for it. We will share the information. We will vote for it, whatever it is good for everyone. So we will start to use and we will start to find a way how we will make it happen. That's it.
Yeah. No, I think Shahnawaz's idea is very good, and I think it is time that we should create something as a community. See, like I said, there is only one thing. Whatever we do, it has to be in a way where it is sustainable in a much longer run, which helps all kinds of people. That is the new companies, the old companies, and everyone. So, but I think what Shahnawaz is doing is really excellent. The only thing is, like I said, it should be sustainable. That's because all of us want that. We don't want a quick short solution for 5 months or 6 months only. So that is the only point over here.
And Shahnawaz Bhai is also actually coordinating a business plan as well in terms of technology. Apart from the technology part, based on the technology and all other aspects, there is a business plan also slowly floating, based on all the feedback and things like that. And once we have the business plan aligned, everyone aligned to that business plan, we can take it forward.
Perfect. And Shahnawaz bhai, listen, if you need any help from me, because I have all the contacts already, I have been working on this for over a year, so I have a lot of knowledge on it. I'm ready to share because ultimately we are all doing it for everyone. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm ready to share whatever.
Please message me what all area you can support us. And just I want to make you conclude. We'll be continuing with the aggregator application process and we'll be finalizing it and we'll be going at it because we don't have the other option to remain in this market. We cannot continue. If we did not finish with them 35%, tomorrow we'll be speaking about 45, 50%. As earlier Purnit said, they are in loss and they are making a communication to everyone. They are in loss, they are not making money. So we are also not making money. And marketing, customer acquisition, all this is food is an essential thing. People need the food. Only aggregator application is a method only. People, they come to shop, they do through by phone. Many methods are happening. This is not the complete percentage. All the people, I'm still repeating my first word. If our food is not good, no aggregator cannot support us. So we need to more focus on our food and our quality, our customers. Aggregator is only a media. This media, we cannot afford their price. So we are finding a substitute platform. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So everyone, pleasure to meet you. It's time for everyone to take his iftar.
Yeah. Okay.
Run, Ahmad, run.
Mr. Mario, you know me well, huh?
Ramadan Kareem, everyone. Huh?
Ramadan Kareem. See you.
Ramadan Kareem.
Bye.
Enjoy your iftar, guys. Enjoy your iftar.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.